Caitlin Clark's shot will come around, but she still makes winning plays. We saw that Sunday. Caitlin Clark breathed a sigh of relief when that first shot went in. It was the Indiana Fever's second possession of the game, and Clark was waiting on the wing. She watched as Aaliyah Boston drove into the lane, then threw it to Lexi Hull. Dallas guard J.J. Quinerly moved off Clark to help double-team Hull, who was in the corner. A rookie mistake. Hull threw it over to Clark, who was wide open. Dallas Arik Augunbol moved over to try and get in Clark's orbit in time, but it was too late. Clark's 27-footer swished through the basket and she sidestepped back on defense, looking up to the ceiling in relief. It was in some ways a weight off her shoulders to see that first shot go in. Clark, who is known for her deep three-pointers and ability to take over any game beyond the arc at a moment's notice, has been struggling lately. She came into Sunday's game shooting 4 of 35 from three-point range in her past 5 games and missed 4 regular season matchups because of a left groin injury. She still isn't fully back. She shot 4 of 12 from the field and 2 of 7 from three-point range against the Wings in a 102-83 win Sunday, lower than her usual splits. Still, she's seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. I still probably didn't shoot it as good as I would have liked, but I feel like it's coming, Clark said. Just trying to continue to get my legs under me. And like I said pre-game, I feel like I'm a couple shots away from having a really good game. She looked more like herself in other aspects of the court too, evidenced by a heads-up play in the second quarter. Clark jumped up for a block on Quinerly under Dallas basket, then lobbed it full court over to Sophie Cunningham, who was sprinting down the court. Cunningham grabbed the ball in the paint and went in for an easy layup, getting the crowd to its feet and forcing a timeout from Dallas. Clark finished the game with 13 assists, marking the 5th time in 13 games this season she's had a points-assists double-double. She had 4 other games with 9 assists, and hasn't had a game with fewer than 6 assists this season. The Fever's coaching staff has emphasized defense especially this season, and it's been paying off. Indiana is 6th in defensive rating in 2025, allowing 99.9 points per 100 possessions, much improved from its 11th place standing in 2023 and 2024. Clark's defense too has improved considerably this season. She had 5 steals Sunday afternoon, getting into the passing lanes and intercepting 4 passes from 2025 number 1 pick Paige Bueckers. It can be exhausting for Clark to be that active on both ends of the floor, but it's also something that brings momentum to both sides of the ball. I think just being active, I can be a really good defender when I choose to and when I work really hard on it and don't conserve energy, Clark said. So proud of myself in that regard. And I think that probably motivates our offense. When I bring a tenacity on the defensive end, I think it really helps our offense go. That activity on defense too shows how much she's been improving since her return from injury. 7 deflections. You can tell she's starting to feel a little bit better, more explosive, Fever coach Stephanie White said. Her anticipation is really good. She read the plays. She read the rotations. Did a really good job of getting a hand in the passing lane, staying disciplined to tip it so that she could go steal it. And that's what it's going to take from her, consistently. Clark has seen the frustrations of multiple injuries and shooting slumps firsthand, maybe for the first time in her career this season. Still, she continues to stay at the top of opposing scouting reports for a reason. She's always been a dangerous player, whether it's her playmaking, shooting, or newfound defensive ability. Eventually that shot will start falling consistently again. I just want her to have a little bit of patience, to give herself a little bit of grace, and to still do the other things that she does so well in the game that affect winning, White said. Because yes, she's an elite shooter. Yes, that's what everybody wants to see. But she makes other winning plays, and she can control those things and control the things that you can control. Continue to work through the rhythm, the timing, the strength, the endurance, and it's going to come.